So, I'll be a little vulnerable on this video and simply talk about something that I think is really important for us to talk about as those that run online businesses where social media, us creating content, is such a part of it. And, I started creating content online in 2013, 2014. And I sucked at writing. I sucked on video. And I remember I used to write 2,000 words a day, every day. One of my first coaches that helped me with this, was just a writing coach at the end of the day, so that I could write good. I was never good in school. And I did video after video, webinar after webinar as time went on. And of course, you do something long enough, you both get good at it. And of course, when you're consistent with something, things generally flourish. And then, as time goes on, there's a certain difficulty with showing up the same way online, with talking the same way online. You wake up, you no longer want to write every day. You no longer want to shoot a video. It doesn't make any sense. Shooting a video takes 5 minutes. Writing an Instagram post takes 3 minutes. Writing an email takes 7 minutes. And it's not the time, but there's like this mismatched energy. And the first thing I see most people do, myself included, why this is a little vulnerable, is we hire a social media manager. Let me hire a social media manager. They'll repurpose my content. They'll amplify my content. And we get motivated by the people that do this, the Gary V's, the people, the quote unquote mega influencers that we can kind of look up to and be like, well, they do it. I talk a lot about three things. I talk in marketing and sales in all the businesses that I've helped scale. I talk about relevancy, and there's essentially 8 parts of relevancy. I talk about omnipresence, which is being everywhere for your ideal customer, and then intimacy, so that you can connect. And as time goes on, and as you get more and more momentum, you're like, yeah, I'll hire a social media person and they'll take it all over. And it's kind of like this weight that's taken off of you. And then what happens is who you are online, your personal brand or your business brand, and who you are starts to drift away. It separates. You become less connected to it. And then as time goes on, your brand becomes less relevant because the audience, the person that you actually want to attract, is no longer the content you're creating. Right? Because we change, and then our customer changes. We evolve, and so our customer evolves. Who we can work with evolves. And if we don't have intimacy with social media, and I'm not saying to be on it 14 hours a day, when we don't have intimacy in our brand, people can't connect with us, and people work with people that they feel connected to. It's just simple as that. Now, there's lots of ways around this, but what I've learned, the thing not to do, is to outsource who you are, and to outsource your voice. If you don't want to be on social media and build a business with social media or video or writing or whatever it might be, that's fine. There's lots of entrepreneurs that I mentor. They don't ever do that. But outsourcing who you are to the world doesn't work. It might make you look cool. It might position you the right way. But it's really not going to be this strategy of momentum. So since 2020, I've been, I hired, 4 different social media managers and different people. I've been all over the place trying to figure out this. What's my strategy on Instagram? What's my strategy on Facebook? What's my strategy on YouTube? And it's because I was trying to separate who I was from my brand, which is not true. It's not right. It's not what I want. All because I wanted to be consistent. All because I wanted to have ultra relevancy for the one thing that I do, even though I do a lot of things. And so sometimes it's really hard to, take your own advice, even for someone like myself that help people with this all the time. And so finally, I realized one evening recently, I just got to own my voice. And sometimes that means I do video, and sometimes that means I write, and sometimes that means I write about things that are on my heart and my mind, that I care about, that are important to share. And sometimes I write about business. Sometimes I help social media. And then I have all the wonderful things that I sell that people can just buy if they want the deep dive on whatever it is that I've become really good at. And I don't need to post twice a day. I don't need to be on every social platform. And I can utilize social media maybe the way that it was meant to be used, which is the expression of ideas, the expression of connection. I think it's important to build your business your way, and we continually align that, the way that we show up. And when we have the right strategy that works, and then we combine that with what's aligned for us, that's when things not only feel good, but they actually work. So, I'm recording this video. Who knows where it'll actually end up? But I recorded this video as a lesson for myself and for you. Yeah. You can do social media, and you don't have to. But if you do, allow it to be you. And it don't have to be some prescribed perfect way of doing it. It's your way. Because the people you need to work with want you to do it your way.